Second now. Okay, so lads, anyone listening, here's the race, and don't forget to set up. Oh, who's ready up already?
Fuck's sake.
Oh my god, who's ready up already? Okay.
Do you want to link it into the
Yeah.
YouTube Discord?
I'll get it in now, it's a bit annoying. So, welcome to Side by Side Racing, Season 1, Round 1, Tier 2. This is the race rerun of Austria because of what happened last time. Yep, so I'm here today with Adam Whelan,
Right, lads.
and hopefully we can have a decent race today with no major collisions anyway, to say the least. I'm not really too sure what to expect because of there's no Gary, there's a lot of majority of the lads in the top 10 aren't actually racing today, so anything could happen today, to say the least. But hopefully we have a good race. There is. Why isn't it? Is this lobby fucked again? Adam, is anything coming up for you?
Just says waiting for players. Oh, there we go.
Okay, someone hit ready up anyway, so we're gonna have to request the footage of that one. Adam, if you could invite Callum Mitford 10 back there, he just lagged out. Lads are an AI on the formation lap. Chris Rush even caught red-handed.
Who?
Callum Mitford 10, things like.
I can't find this lad's name. I can't find his game. What's his gamer tag?
Callum Mitford 10.
Oh, he just joined.
Also, I'm not sure what's happening with Phase 4's internet here, but he is just going through everything on the side. If you watch him there,
For face forward, I'll be requesting his footage.
Yeah, he's on the mediums as well, and he's going on the grass. I don't know what's happening with that lad, but he needs to leave, to be honest. But yeah, Rory Drain, I think, is a very strong contender to win this race, as he's just he's very consistent with races. But Big Boy Derek did get pulled by, I think it was 4 tenths, so I can't really see anyone challenging him for the win. But if Rory can just do his usual no damage, he'll be fine. And Phase 4's internet is really bad, to say the least. So yeah, the cars are lined up on the grid. Nobody seems to have dropped incredibly far back. Maybe the AlphaTauri of... Nope, everyone's fine on the formation lap. It's just Phase 4. We'll be in a bit of trouble for going on the mediums and going on his phone on the formation lap as well. As he's typing in the chat. So hopefully no safety car comes out and we can get away sound here. The lights are going out. I'm not sure if we've the glitch. We do. Waiting on the revs now. Here are revs. And they're away. Rory Drain gets a very good start.
It's a great start from Rory Drain.
Side by side. Oh. I'm not sure what's going on at the back there, but lads,
I'm not sure. Big Boy Dark probably should give that position back, yeah.
It does, but Phase 4 is down the inside. And
Callum Mitt back in a dangerous location, what? Okay, well, Callum Mitt.
Oh my god, that could be a potential race ban for Millen. I've just caught that on stream. He's came back onto the track and took 2 lads out of the race.
Some of the racing here, shocking.
Given James Herman, and he's an AI. Jesus.
Oh, it's a virtual safety car.
Yeah, James Herman went into AI after being taken out by Millen,
Okay.
and Alex's beast is spun. So it's going great at the minute. I'm going to go away from the reserves at the back and go back up to the front because the race in there, it's not great to say the least. But Rory Drain has got the lead after the first lap, so it's looking good for his championship at the minute if he can keep going face forwards. If you're listening, can you please retire? Your internet is just horrible. It's fucking up the lobby at this point. As Millen gets a 5-second penalty, I'm not sure what's going on here, to be honest. This big boy Derek is side by side with Rory Drain. He could go for a move here for the lead on the outside of turn 3. Rory Drain covers him off very well though. It's big boy Derek is going back again at Rory Drain, but Rory Drain defends it. Big boy Derek goes for the switchback. He gets the better exit. That is a great move by big boy Derek. That is the textbook switchback there, and he has just played Rory Drain like a book. Yeah, face forwards again. If you can leave the lobby, please, it'll be appreciated. As the Chris Rutt and Matthew XY3 are going side by side. Oh, that is very close. They almost came together there.
Yeah, Faze, you need to leave, mate.
Can you DM him or message him on PlayStation or something? He's really messing up the lobby here. I can see Orbit 11 and an Anas fighter going side by side up the straight, heading up to turn 3. Orbit has the DRS and he's on the soft tyres. He should realistically get this move done. They're still going side by side. They're still side by side. This is a great fight here. They're going down into turn 5, I think it is, as Orbit breaks very late compared to Anas. And he gets the move done and he keeps the position. But at the top, it's very, very close between the top 5 lads. This is great racing from them all to keep it clean for so long. Yeah, lads are getting penalties for ignoring yellow flags for overtaking because phase 4 is internet. So I can't see him racing from now on, to be honest with you. His internet just is not good enough. Really needs to leave the lobby, and lads are resetting to the track there in the back.
Who reset the track?
It's the Alpine of Alex's Beast, I think. Thank you, Face Forwards, for retiring, and that helps out everything.
Sorry, what was his name?
I think it's Alex's Beast. I'm not 100% sure. I've seen on the map. Yeah, okay, so the battle for the lead is still going strong. There's 5 lads in contention for this and they're all showing very good pace, but Anas Fighter is on mediums behind, which is a much preferred strategy around here, assuming that there'll be no safety cars. But
what is this?
what's going on here? Alright, so that's not great. Cyber Joe's getting every track limit sworn he can, by the looks of it. I'm not sure what's going on here. K Flemo's dropped off a bit from the leading pack, but Rory Drain looks to be lining up a move here. But he gets a poor exit, a very bad exit.
There's a McLaren gone off.
Orbit has spun out of turn 1 by the looks of it. That has caught a lot of people. And even in the tier 1 race and last night really, you'd expect people not to be, as K Flemo is going for a move around the outside of Basairon and he keeps it on the track. Is he going to get him? This would be a very good move if he does.
Yep,
and he
looks
does.
like he has
That's
him.
a very good move from K Flemo. Basairon is coming back. Oh, and he hits the back of him. Not much K Flemo could have done there. The overspeed.
Oh, he's gone.
Who's gone?
As the Aaron is gone, spun
Oh,
to the curb.
Yeah, myself in the race last night, I got caught in that curb twice, so I know that's not the easiest thing to get around. But that makes the battle for the top 4 a lot easier for some lads. more chance of a podium now, assuming nothing bad goes wrong. But at the minute, it's looking very strong for Aston Martin with their 1-3. And Cyber Joe seems to be pushing Rory Drain through the track. It's Ferrari. Okay, so what's going on further on the field? Ruddy Boy is 7 tenths behind Gadwin here on the slower tyres, so he's doing very well to keep up with them. Shows that he has decent enough pace, but he needs to gain a lot of time. As Matthew goes past Anna's fight, I'm not too sure what happened there. I'm assuming it was just a dive, as Matthew's on the quicker tyres, so he should realistically get past him. And there's another yellow flag. Who's gone? It's Cyber Joe, I think. Yep, Cyber Joe spun on the exact same curve that Passeron spun on. So that's caught 2 victims already. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, and he spun again. You need to learn when the tyres are too hot, lad. Oh, and he's reversing into the pit lane. Okay, so I'm going to go away from that, and Anna's fighter is going back at Matthew XY3, even on the slower tyres, and he goes for the better exit of the two, so he can get him on this straight, but he doesn't have the DRS, and he's burned all of his DRS already, which is not a great thing to do. He's taking lessons off Big Funny Guy. He needs to learn how to save that, unfortunately for him. So just spun again. So the lads in the top 3 are going very consistently at the minute, and they're doing very, very well for themselves to keep on track for the podium.
Yeah, I think that you can see the gap in quality for the top 3. K Flemo, Rory Jane, obviously we know them well from League of Ireland. And Big Boy Dark, I don't really know much about him, but to keep Rory Jane behind us, fantastic.
Yeah, I think Big Boy Jack will be Irish as well, so it's a good top 3 for the Irish lads at the minute. Yeah, it's very consistent back there. Not awful lot is going on, as Chris Roth has got past Gadwin. Gadwin's not going in the slipstream for whatever reason. So at the minute, AlphaTauri are looking very strong for some good points here. They're both on the mediums and they're in P5 and P6. So if they can get a few positions when they get onto the softs, they're going to be on for some very good points for the team. Top 3 lads just seem to be in a bit of a DRS strain at the minute. There's not an awful lot going on. But Rory Durain, as we know, from League of Ireland, is very good at saving his DRS and sitting behind lads and just waiting for the right time to get them. So he's still got 70% DRS, so he's doing well for him. As Chris has gone past Atanas, I'm guessing that was team orders.
Looking at it. Oh, Cyber Joe's gone.
Joe is gone on that same curve. I wonder will that be a safety car? Doesn't look like it, hopefully
no,
not.
it looks fairly far off. Funny enough, K Flemo out of the 3 has the most ERS.
K Flemo seems to have the best pace here at the minute, but he does need to push a bit as he's dropping out of the DRS range. So
the other 2 lads are burning it a little bit.
Yeah, he will need to use some of his 100% just to make sure he stays in. And once he's in, he can just sit there like he has been doing. Sector 3 yellow flag, that is one of the backmarkers going slowly. I'm not sure what's going on there. Ashnas, I think, has got damage. I'm not too sure. I'm assuming he's damaged because he wouldn't be going to the pits on 8 lap old mediums. Softs.
No.
I don't know why Orbit's pitting so early, but each to their own. Oh, K Flemo almost lost the car there. Just got on the power a bit too early, but Big Boy Jack is really holding this lead very well at the minute. Adam, look at your Discord there.
What am I looking? Whereabouts?
So okay, so the top three are still doing very well. To be so close together and not crashing. And there's a big incident here. I'm not sure what's happened with Orbit and Spuffy
It
Roach.
looks like there's been a crash, alright.
Yeah, and it's a virtual safety car. So this gives the top three a chance to pit and change up the strategies, make the race a bit more interesting, hopefully, as this just hasn't been an incredible watch so far, to say the least. As Big Boy Dark looks like he's pitting. He's gapped Rory Drain from by a second. All the three lads are pitting at the minute. I know that sometimes the game can put you on to other tyres than you choose, so that might cause a bit of chaos. And the lad, K-Flemo, lost 2 seconds to Rory Drain there, on the, as Orbit has just left the session. Okay. Everyone seems to be pitting here for mediums. The lads, Chris and Ashnas, or Chris even, because Ashnas pitted the lap before. So got a bit screwed by the safety car. As Big Boy Derek went on to softs, actually. I'm not sure what's
Not a
going
good
on
call. 24 laps, no chance.
there. I'm guessing he would be going for yeah, so he'd probably be relying on another safety car and just have the pace on the lads for 11 laps or so, and then just pit onto mediums or something. I'm not too sure. Yeah, so the lads are back racing here. To be honest with you, I thought it was a safety car. I wasn't really paying a huge amount of attention.
I think it was a virtual just.
Yep, but Big Boy Derek is closing on Matthew XY3 on the much faster tyres to regain the lead, but he needs to be careful doing it and just be patient, and don't do anything erratic really, and he sort of has the race win from there, assuming that there's another safety car. But Rory Drain and K Flemo have been the big losers of this one at the minute. It completely depends if there's any other collisions down the road. Anas Fighter is very close to the back of Millen here, as Millen makes a mistake coming out in turn 1. And Anas should get him up here into turn 3, but he's not going in the slipstream. Oh, and he goes for a dive bomb from very far back. That's a great move from Anas. Yep, that is very, very good move from Anas, but he needs to save his ERS, but he's burning everything. For the whole lap, every lap, he just needs to save it for a while, really. This Big Boy Jack has put a huge gap to Rory and K Flem already, and it's just it looks like if there's another safety car, then he's the favourite for the win, to say the least. Yeah, so K Flem was pitting. I'm not sure. I missed that one actually. K Flem pitted. I'm guessing he had damage or something because he's on to mediums. I'm not too sure what happened there. Unless he had a drive through and we missed it or something. I'm not 100% sure. Oh my god, Ajanas is just. I'm not sure what happened there with that. Did he spin? And that's a safety car. So that really makes Rory Drain and K Flemo's strategy a lot harder, but Big Boy Dark will have a free pit stop onto the mediums, which is probably what he should have done in the first place.
To be honest, I think this helps Rory Drain and K Flemo. This is really bad for Big Boy Dark, because if he pits on the mediums, they're only going to be 1 lap fresher than Rory Drain's. and he's gonna be behind them both. He's really lost out here, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so the safety car Matthew is pitting. I don't think Big Boy Jack didn't pit for whatever reason. I really don't know. Realistically, he probably should have pitted onto the mediums there and just went to the end, but that could be his race in serious trouble right now. If you could just request the footage of Ashnos there, Adam, I'm not too sure what happened. As Gadwin goes onto the hards, which is probably the one tyre you don't want to go on whatsoever, as they are just horrible around here, to be honest with you. They really aren't a very good tyre around this track. Mediums can go. Ashnas, if you can just open a ticket and just send in your footage, would be great. Yeah, so the safety car people are starting to catch up a bit more. I think I don't know what Big Boy Derek is doing on the softs and not pitting, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure what happened there.
Yeah, I don't see how this will help him.
Yeah, so the lads are starting to catch up now. Hopefully this makes the race a bit interesting. The only problem is Orbit is in AI in the middle of the pack. He's just left, so it doesn't make it great for the lads who are behind him and trying to get past. But I'd say the safety car will be coming in this lap, if not next. It depends on if the lads at the back pit or not. Yeah, I think Gadwin isn't, and Chris is in. Oh, Chris, I don't know if you're watching, but I may have caught that one on stream. It's the second time now. Come on.
What was it?
AI.
Lad.
Chris, come on. I'm watching you here. I have to put it in your it's fairly obvious. But yeah, Big Boy Derek, I'm really not sure what he's doing on the softs. If no other safety guy comes out, that's sort of his race done at that point, because I don't think he's going to pull a 20-second gap to Rory Drain. This Rory Drain is not far off the pace at all. I think the safety car, as this lad's getting collisions. The safety car, that's a very late call for the safety car to be coming in. The penalty situation, the lads at the back are really struggling with the penalties at the minute, as James Harman, their reserve, has 14 seconds. Safety car's coming in. As Big Boy Derek has caught everyone napping. Yeah, Ruhal goes into the pits with damage. I'm assuming there's lads battling at the back. Nothing's really going on at the front at the minute, to be honest with you. Big Boy Jack has pulled a second gap already, but Chris is he was thinking about that dive. As the two lads, Gadwin and Matthew, are going side by side. As Gadwin just doesn't have the tyres for going onto the hards, has really killed his race. As he's going to be under pressure from K Flemo here. K Flemo's going for the dive bomb from very far back, as he doesn't fully commit to it, which is probably the right thing to do, as that would have just ended in a collision straight away. Yeah, so Rushy Boy seems to have the pace on Rory Drain here on the softs. Rory Drain is really burning the ERS, which is not something that he'd usually do. He's got 30% less than Big Boy Jack. Rory doesn't need to burn it at the minute. He just needs to stay within 5 seconds or so of Big Boy Jack, and he's going to have to pit again.
He just needs to play the long game now.
He doesn't need to burn it at all. Chris is burning it behind him. He does not need to battle Chris. Chris on the quicker tires. He just needs to sit there and just as orbit and orbits. Okay, Flemo goes down the inside again, but again he doesn't fully commit. He needs to go for that move. He's just losing way too much time behind Gathering on the hard tires. He really needs to get that move done as quick as he can, or it's just going to hurt his race and chances at the podium. As Alex's beast is just picking up the time penalties. He's got 9 seconds now. There's a lot of penalties in the top, in the bottom half of the standings at the minute. So Chris is really pushing Rory through. He needs to save his ERS, though he's burning way too much. So is Rory. Rory, this is something I've never seen before, has no ERS at all.
He's getting very desperate now.
Yeah, he doesn't need to push to stay in Big Boy Jack's DRS. He's going to have to fit again. Rory can just go to the end. He just needs to stay and save his DRS. He does not need to push that hard at all. As James Harmon and Kay Flemo have finally got their man of Gathering on the hard tyres. I'm going to go back to the battle for P2 as Chris is really pushing him through. Oh, Chris gets a 3-second time penalty.
Pushing too much.
That's going to kill him now. He's gone. It's a Ferrari of Gathering. Those tyres are really not working for him. He needs to fit onto mediums. Or, I don't know. Yeah, mediums, I think. Softs wouldn't go to the end from here. And just bank another safety car. That's his only hope at this point, to be honest. Okay, Flemo gets a 3-second time penalty. That's going to really hurt him now, as the podium seems to be fairly nailed on for Rory Drain and Big Boy Jack. Even with the extra pit stop for Big Boy Jack, it looks fairly positive for him. As there's a yellow flag of Matthew, he's gone round there. I'm not sure what happened. I did not catch that one. This Chris is really on the back of Rory Drain. Rory's still burning it. Very out of character for Rory as Millen goes. Oh, Millen and Basseiron are side by side as Millen gets the move done just about, but Basseiron is going for a bit of a better exit. Don't go for moves there. Oh, there's a side by side. That was very close. I don't know how they both kept it on track there. There's a certain Tommy managed to knock. Millen, I'm not sure what happened there, but he was just sort of stopped in the pit lane. Yeah, so okay, the battle for the lead is really spicing up as Big Boy Jack's tyres are starting to die off on him, and this is where Rory Dre needs to burn the ERS more so than he has been. But Big Boy Jack is 50%, so I don't think there's much chance of Rory getting him at the minute. Yeah, sorry, so Chris, I think, got another warning there, but it looks like he just drove straight off the track. James Harmon is getting very close to K Flemo. He's doing quite well as a reserve, other than his 17 seconds of penalties. Oh, Chris seems to be going for a move on Rory Drain here. He's timed it perfectly, and he's going side by side up into turn 3, and there's a bit of lag involved there, which isn't great. At least
Chris gets Rory Drain. Don't know how clean that was, to be honest.
Chris seemed to glitch about 5 times forward up the road there, so I don't really know what's happening at the minute. Chris is the man who's saying to me that his internet's very good, so I really don't know what's going on here with Chris, but his internet seems to be absolutely shocking at the minute, as he's just going on and off the track, and he's spun. Chris is gone.
Spun it.
it's horrible for Chris. That would have been his first podium in any sort of league. Oh, and he doesn't know that the tyres are hot and he spins again. That's Chris's race over. I don't think Chris has gone again. I don't know what Chris is doing. Yeah, Chris's internet is horrible. Toby, there's absolutely nothing going on. I'll tell you that right now for nothing. This has been a poor race, but it's still a battle for the lead, and Chris has just thrown this race away as well, Toby, so it doesn't help. His big boy Derek looks like he's going into the pits, so all going well for Rory Drain. This would be an easy win for him with the no penalties. And that's just a very poor strategy call from big boy Derek, as his softs mightn't even make the end from here. Big boy, no, he's going on to mediums, never mind. Yeah, that's not great for big boy Derek, to be honest with you. He's definitely thrown away a win, if not a podium there. As Fallon has joined an hour late.
Good man.
Fair play, love to see it. Small bit late there. Jesus. I feel like with the pace big boy Derek has and how much ERS he saved up, it wouldn't surprise me if he gets a podium still. Especially with the lads' penalties ahead, like Basseron has 10, although they could be removed, we're not too sure. As Chris gets past Ruhal. Ruhal seems to be struggling a lot with this game. As Millen goes from Gadwin is giving a lot of space to everybody, and he probably should get the elbows out a bit more, but he's giving way too much space. Yeah, I agree, Toby. I think big boy Derek could be moving up to tier 1 anyway, to say the least. As Millen gets another penalty. Jesus Christ. Millen goes into the pit. I don't know why he's bitten, but there's not really going on at the minute. There's no one near to each other or anything along those lines. Like there's James Harriman behind Gadwin, but he's no ERS left. He's still brilliant, so it looks like a Rory Drain win written all over it here as.
It's gonna be 10 painful laps to watch.
It's been 26 painful laps to watch already, so. Because there's just absolutely nothing going on. K Flemmo needs to use his ERS advantage here to get in Rory Drain's DRS and make a push for the lead. No, he'd be making a push, but needs to be something interesting going on, as he has got in the DRS and he's gaining on him rapidly. I feel like if K Flemmo times this right, there could be a move on from on the next straight. James Harriman pits for front wing damage. I'm not sure what happened there. The walls are fairly far away. Flemmo's getting really close to Rory Drain, as Rory Drain has half the tank of battery and no DRS. That's Millen, isn't it? Oh my god. K Flemmo's going for a move for the lead. Rory Drain seems to lift off there, I'm guessing for the DRS.
Yeah.
And he's going to get a better exit here. Rory Drain could have a serious move on. K Flemmo just gets the better exit after all.
Yeah. It wasn't smart by Rory, no. Wasn't a smart move.
Rory doesn't need to battle it in fairness with the 3-second penalty that K Flemmo has. Right, so what's going on? Millen has left the session. Alex or Orbit has left the session. This really isn't great, to be honest. Rory Drain is still trying to get a move on K Flemmo, but they have very similar batteries at the minute, but Rory is not burning it whatsoever. Yeah, Rory seems to have actually dropped out of the DRS of K Flemmo, so I'm not sure what happened there.
I think the next 8 laps, K Flemmo will actually make it up the gap.
Yeah, Rory doesn't seem to have the pace at the minute. K Flemmo's a 3-lap quicker, or fresher tyres, but they shouldn't be that much quicker. To be honest, but Big Boy Jack is right on the back of Matthew here. There can be a move on very, very soon, even before any straight. He could get it done. He just has so much quicker tyres. This lad has got 18 seconds. See it. And yeah, Matthew is very, very quick, especially in this tier. Himself, K Flemmo and Rory Drain seem to be miles ahead. We just need Gary to get back in. But as Bassero on pits for whatever reason, I'm not too sure, which just gives Big Boy Derek the podium. After all that, as he's going to get him here fairly easily, because Matthew's giving a bit of a squeeze into the grass. Matthew does not want to give up this position, but I think he's going to have to, with just the pace that Big Boy Derek has on the mediums and just in general. As Rory Drain has gone back onto the back of Rory goes wide there. He could have got a pen or a warning. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Yeah, Rory's still on the back here as Matthew's keeping up with Big Boy Jack, actually, surprisingly. Oh, someone's gone. Who was that? That looks like Alex is Beast has...
Yeah.
I don't
And
know
the
what
Alpine,
he's
I think. Oh, K Flemmo's been there.
Where'd he go?
K Flemmo's out of the race.
Oh, K Flemmo. Oh, what's happened there? Did he just spin? Oh, that's a safety car. This could very easily... Oh, K Flemmo. That was a definite P2 there for himself. That is poor. Ah, Jesus. Now I think if Big Boy Derek gets onto the softs, it's going to be very tight as to whether he can gap Rory Drain by 3 seconds and get ahead of him, but it wouldn't surprise me with just the general pace that he's shown. A lot of lads are pitting before the safety cars. That's dodgy. That's the leader pass. Is Rory gonna pit? I wonder. Yeah, Rory's pitting.
If I was Rory, I'd pit. It's a no-brainer.
I think Rory's gonna get out ahead of Big Boy Jack, regardless of whether he pits or not. Rory was very close to speeding in the...
Yeah, Rory's gonna be right behind Big Boy Dark with the fresh new sauce. Gonna be a piece of
Big Boy
piss
Jack
trying to
is
overtake.
not pitting, so he's just sort of relying on Rory being slow on the softs, which I don't think is going to happen, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's gonna be a piece of piss for Rory to overtake him.
Oh yeah. Especially with the 3 seconds that Big Boy Jack has as well. Big Boy Jack is disqualified.
Did he pass the safety car or something?
Ignoring yellow flag. Ah, here.
What the hell?
So you're telling me lads who left the session on the 5th lap are going to get 6th? Okay, so well, it's a Rory Drain win anyway, to say the least. I don't know what alright, Sebastian, that's sound. I don't know what any
Check your Discord
yeah,
there.
yeah. He doesn't have a mic.
Or then don't do any.
Okay, so this has just been... This is going to be fairly hard to sort out now with all the standings and everything, as lads have literally just left the Discord server.
That were racing?
Yep, which you just love to see.
Who?
Orbit.
It's gonna be one tough incident. What?
Well, it's good to see Rory Drain back on the top step of the podium anyway. At this point, with all the penalties behind, the only one who can challenge him is Gadwin, but he's to get past 3 cars first. Those penalties are not good looking at the minute. 21 seconds to James Harman. That's poor, to say the least. That is poor. Okay, so Millen is in, so 2 lads in the top 10 are in AI. Yep. Yeah. To say one thing, Dara, you are a joke artist. How? Oh my. So Alex's beast has spun on a safety car lap.
Oh, lad.
I'd say the safety car won't come in even this lap, it'll be next lap, so the lads just aren't catching up. Yeah, so Rory looks nailed on to win the race here. I don't think anyone's going to challenge him for it, especially with the amount of penalties.
Well, that was a very early one for safety car and stuff.
Okay, so let's see how Rory. I'm guessing Rory's going to back up the pack a lot and just try to get a, just don't get dive bombed into turn 1, and I think he's looking good. He's backing up an awful lot though, this lad's overtaking out here.
He's gone.
And James Harman has decided to wait until he was 2 seconds behind and then get 29 seconds of penalties. So that is just stuff you really love to see. Matthew's very close to the back of Rory Drain here. Rory needs to be careful that no move happens to affect his race and just get the win and get it over with, so he has that one up on Gary. Matthew's burning all of his ERS. Okay, so yeah, Rory Drain is just, he's gonna win this race. There's nothing that's gonna stop him at this point, as there's another yellow flag. Chris is on the back of James Harmon, but Chris is going to get a podium potentially. No, Chris is going to jump into P4 here regardless of what happens, as Godwin behind has managed to keep it penalty free. So they're going side by side. He hits the back front. Yeah, so Rory Drain looks to be the first winner in Tier 2, and that's a very strong lap from Rory Drain to be in the race at 1:04.8. So Chris goes past. Oh, don't go, he stuck a wheel back in. He's just cut the whole corner. And Jay, I don't look at the screen.
Multiple penalties.
Well, this has been a really good quality race. Everything's been up to standard. We definitely don't have two people in the top 9 who are AIs or anything, but Rory Drain comes across to win in Tier 2 for the first time by a solid 6-second gap after penalties. That's a great drive from Rory Drain, but there was not an awful lot of competition out there for him today. Lads, we're going to end it here. I'm just going to get the racetrack. No, not actually. There's a lot on the racetrack, but I'm just going to scroll through it if anyone wants anything removed. But lads, that was just not a very good race, and just for anyone listening who was driving, just try to up the standard. That's enough from us today, lads. Thanks for watching, and bye.